Okay guys, so we are back in Five Nights TD. And for this video, we are going to be using the WRAITH FREDDY unit. What this means is that we are going to be taking the WRAITH FREDDY against Endless mode and using the best boosters in the game to completely max him out and see how far he can make it. But before we get into it, let me introduce you to him. So this is Shiny WRAITH FREDDY with Vengeance. His stats are completely maxed out and glitched, giving him plus 20% damage, plus 15% range, and minus 10% cooldown. The type of unit he is AoE. He can do up to 1,375 damage. His range can get as high as 28, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.25 seconds. Okay guys, so once again, the point of me introducing you guys to this unit is to obviously show you guys the raw stats of the unit without any boost, anything on it, you know. But if you guys do look on screen right now, this is the buff that the WRAITH FREDDY just got recently. His damage got increased, his range got increased, his hitbox size got reduced, but the downsides are that his cooldown got increased, his placement price got increased, and his placements decreased from 3 to 2. But that's obviously the point of us trying out the unit in the video, is to see how good bro is. But anyways guys, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and pick Endless 5 once again, and go ahead and click vote. And we do not start off on night 5. We go through this every single video. Alright guys, so we are now in the game. Let me go ahead and choose the hardest modifier in the game once again. And as you guys can see, we have a lot of money, which is what we always do, but we also have a lot of HP. Now, for those of you that don't know, the endless mode actually isn't endless. I'm pretty sure it goes to wave like 180 or 190. So that's why our HP is increased, because we obviously do want to end up getting to the max wave, but we also want to make this unit really good. But let me go ahead and unpause the wave. Let me place a WRAITH FREDDY down, and let me kind of explain. So obviously the ways on how we are making this unit good is, you know, bro is shiny, bro has vengeance, we have the best boosters in the game, his stats are completely maxed out. Those are all the ways that we are absolutely boosting him right now. Let me also get our crying childs down, because this is still the best slowing unit in the whole entire game at the moment. I do not know how a random kid with the flashlight can slow down enemies this much, but I'm very, very thankful. But as you guys know, we can only place 2 of this unit down, but let me explain the rules once again. If anything hits this red door over there, I promise you guys, and yes, I promise, we have an admin panel, so we will be completely breaking the game and placing a bunch of these guys down if anything hits the exit. Now, we have used literally the #1 DPS unit in the game, and something still hit the exit, so obviously something's gonna end up hitting the exit, and we will be placing an absolute crap ton of these dudes. But let me go ahead and max this one out, and then we'll get a stat review in just a second. Let me put one over here so we can rate, you know, VFX, animations, all that good stuff. Oh, and it looks like we're gonna have to pull out our trusty calculator. We love pulling out our trusty calculator because it helps us, you know, calculate and do DPS things. Anyways though, this unit is doing 8,121.1 damage every 0.09 seconds. 78.2 range, which is full map coverage on this map. I don't know if that's for all maps. Once again, it just depends on how big the map is, but we're gonna go ahead and say full map coverage, because he has full map coverage on this map, so I guess it just, you know, counts. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter. Let's just be honest here. His range is good, all right, and we have Jar Pickles obviously helping him out as well. But now let's go ahead and calculate some DPS. Now, you guys cannot see the calculator on the other monitor, but I'm currently calculating the DPS as we speak. So our WRAITH FREDDY is doing 90,234.4 damage per second. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is definitely pretty good. All right, this is an evolved secret, so it's not exactly a secret. So, you know, being an evolved secret, he's technically higher than like a regular secret. I don't know if he's higher than a nightmare, but for an AoE unit, him doing 90,000 damage per second is really, really good. It's not just cone AoE, it is like a full AoE unit. So once we get a bunch of these guys down, it will be, you know, really good for really big groups of people. However, we probably are gonna have to place a lot of him very, very soon in the game, because he's not like too powerful, and whenever it comes to bosses, he's probably going to suck just a little bit, because he's an AoE unit. He's is obviously for killing really big groups of people. So whenever the boss spawns, it's going to make it a little bit hard for him. I'm going to be honest. But now let's go ahead and go over the unit. Let's do animations first, because look, guys, look, he has an AFK animation, as you can see right now, which actually was pretty nice because we got to see it for just a second. Let me allow them to go ahead and kill the boss. All right, anyways, let me actually sell the crying child unit real quick, because we're not going to be able to actually see the animations of this dude. So as you guys can see, the animations for me would honestly be like a good 9 out of 10. I like the little shaking thing, and this is probably harder to make than you guys think, so I appreciate the effort that went into the animations at least. The AFK animation isn't bad either, but it's obviously supposed to look really glitchy. So for the ones that are like, oh my gosh, Equip, why is it so glitchy? It's like literally supposed to be like that. Now for the design of the unit. So as you guys see, this is the unit on the screen. I'm just kidding. I'm just a freaking red pear. What the heck? But this is the design of the unit right here, and I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the design. My only complaint with this design, surprisingly, would be like, it's just kind of like too dark purple. Like, I like the purple, but I feel like they should have made it a little bit lighter, because like even in the thumbnail, like as you guys could see, he's not like the brightest unit, so it just doesn't really look too good in game. It doesn't look the best for some reason, but I do like the details that they did. Like if you guys pay attention really closely, his microphone's being held by the hands on his back, and then he has regular hands, so he's just a regular Freddy, but has like 4 arms basically. Really not that bad of design, if I do say so myself. I do think I would probably easily give the design like a probably 8 out of 10. So not the highest ratings that we've ever had, but definitely not bad either. Okay, an 8 out of 10 and a 9 out of 10 is not bad at all. He does not have any VFX from what I've seen. You guys let me know if I'm missing something, but I do not count his animations as any VFX physically possible, because he has like no killing effects. He has no effects coming off him when he's doing his animation. However, I'm still thankful that they're just buffing and nerfing older units. Well, actually mostly buffing. They're nerfing, I think, some of the newer units, which is actually how it should be. But a lot of games, like I told you guys, do not tend to buff any of the old units, and they just completely let them go forever. So it is good that they are showing our Wraith Freddy some love. All right, let me get my crying child back down though. But again, it is good that they are showing our Wraith Freddy some love, because as you guys can see, he is actually doing like some decent DPS now, because he is an evolved secret. I do expect him to be doing a pretty good amount, and I would say that 90,000 DPS for an AoE unit, especially being an evolved secret, is good. Okay, I do not care. I mean, you know, technically he still counts as a secret unit, but he's just, you know, evolved. So he is, I forgot which Freddy he was exactly actually, but he's an evolved version of some Freddy. I like kind of forgot. Okay, this is the boss that I'm scared of. I'm hoping that our crying child will slow down the boss enough for us to be good. Please kill him with your AoE. Okay, please kill him a little bit faster. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Circus Baby almost got through. She is very freaking scary. I don't know why they added that boss in the game. She is way too freaking fast. Thank god our crying child could help kill the boss, because that was not very cool. I'm gonna be honest here. If we did not have crying child, we probably would have died there. But once again, guys, he is a really good AoE unit, and you guys know how AoE units work. I've explained it many different times. They are not good at killing bosses, and whenever they're not good at killing bosses, I like them, but at the same time, I do not like them, because it can be a little bit of a struggle whenever I'm trying to test out units for videos. However, I really do love AoE units at the same exact time, because they're just always satisfying, and they just hit everything on the map, especially whenever they have full map control, just like our Wraith Freddy right here. But like I told you guys, and as you can see up here, nothing has hit the base yet. It is just all 9s, but I'm telling you guys, once something hits that base, I'm done. I'm gonna end up placing probably about 5 of these dudes on the freaking field. We're gonna have an absolute like you know, concert of just freaking Freddys. Just imagine like a huge mosh pit at a concert of just Wraith freaking Freddys, all in the freaking middle. On a roll note though, let me move this guy back over here, because it always makes me like super paranoid. I don't know why. I have to have my units in like the perfect freaking spot, because I mainly only moved him out in the open so we could obviously like see the design of the unit, see the animations. You know, I mean, bro's looking pretty snazzy. All right, he does have his tie. Maybe I underrated him just a little bit. I don't really know. Oh crap, it's a Nard. Bro, I hate a Nard so much. He's faster than Circus Baby, and he has more HP. Oh, are we gonna be cooked? Oh, are we? Oh, okay. Well, guys, it looks like we're gonna be placing everything. Uncap the placements. All right, guys. Well, I have 5 of him down now, and we're gonna really turn up the heat on this AoE unit. Now, guys, it mainly depends on how fast he is obviously killing these regular enemies to tell how fast he's gonna be able to kill really big groups of enemies. But I would say even in the future, like as long as if we're killing the regular units like pretty fast, or the regular enemies, I mean, sorry. As long as if we're killing them really fast, we should be able to kill humongous groups really fast. I feel like the only reason, like you just, saw earlier, the only reason why we're gonna end up, placing more of these Wraith Freddies is because the bosses are going to end up getting freaking by, and I do not like it when the bosses get by. They have way too much HP for my liking, I'm gonna be honest here. And now these like LOL bits and stuff, and yes, I call them LOL bits. If you are new here, you're just gonna have to get used to it. I know what they're called, I just call them LOL bits. I don't know where they went. Where are the... Okay, yes, there they are. They don't have as much HP right now, but I think, as you guys know, it might be after the wave 100 boss. I don't really know when the like really fast LOL bits start spawning, but I would say probably about a few more bosses and there will be these LOL bits that have like an absolute and utter crap ton of HP, and they're just way faster than the ones that are coming out of the entrance right now. So it is gonna freak me out just a little bit, but once again, if something hits the base, we're gonna end up placing more. Our goal now though is to obviously have nothing else hit the base. So if we're struggling, or if something just hits the base in general, we're gonna end up placing something. So what I'm trying to say is that something does not have to hit the base in order for us to spawn more. So we're probably just gonna end up putting more bro down. I'm gonna be honest. We're killing a 2 million HP boss that slow. You know what? All right, we're placing more. I don't even care. You're telling me that we're gonna kill a boss that slow? All right, I don't accept things that are that slow. Okay, I really don't. Let me get probably about 6 on that side, I think. Yeah, we'll get 6 on that side. We'll get 3 more over here, I think. Hold on, how many is this? 14. But so how many is over here? So we have 8 over here. We have 6 over here. We'll get a 7th one over here, just like that. And then now we have 15 of them on the field. So now things are starting to get a little scary. But as you guys can see, the one that's in the back right here, his freaking range is like barely on the exit. So this is a prime example of what I was talking about earlier. So maybe I try and stack them up in the middle a little bit, but then, the farther back they get right here is probably, the worst range that they're gonna get. And they're probably not gonna be able to freaking reach the bosses at some point. All right, how fast we killing a 3 mil HP boss? Okay, that was pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. That was like maybe 3 to 4 seconds. We're doing good on those times. However, things are probably gonna end up getting very laggy in the future of this video. I'm just letting you guys know, like, I'm not even joking. Because you guys know that I love to spawn a lot of the units, but you guys also know that the #1, I think, DPS unit in the game, by the way, that we used just a little bit ago, which is the Valkyrie Prime, we ended up placing, I think, like 50 of her or something, and even the last boss, because he had a crap ton of HP, we ended up just placing like 40 or 50, and we still barely killed it, I think. Actually, I think that barely is a little bit of an extension. I think that we did end up killing the boss decently quick, but my very point is that, we're gonna have to place a lot of Wraith Freddies to be able to kill that last boss successfully, because I think the only time that we've ever killed that last boss was with the Valkyrie Prime. I do not think that we've ever killed at a time before that. However, I don't think I've ever placed like 50 or like 70 of a freaking unit, but I have used some pretty OP nightmare units against endless mode. So these Wraith Freddies right here are only evolved secrets, so we might be a little bit cooked. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill the boss. We're gonna very clearly and very obviously, try our hardest, but if we're not able to kill the boss, we're just not gonna be able to kill the boss. I mean, there's really just nothing else to it. What I am gonna do though is just place some more over here, because these guys' ranges are gonna be a little bit bad, okay? They're not gonna really affect too much. They're kind of just, a placeholder, if I'm being honest, because, as you guys can see, if I was to max one out, the range, actually, it does hit over there, but not really as much as I would like it to. Let me start lining up some Freddies over here though, because this will be like perfect for us. Let me start doing a little bit of that. Yep, let's start getting them in the corners right here. Let's start fitting them right here as much as we can, because, we're about to start really stacking up on these Freddies. I want to make it to where, we're not like overly laggy, because that would suck just a little bit. Hold on, let me replace that. It would suck just a little bit if we were, pretty laggy. I don't like prefer to be laggy. I don't think anyone prefers to be laggy. For some reason, I cannot get one down. This is going to make me so freaking mad, bro. Oh my gosh. Bro, I don't know how I'm supposed to get one down. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, can you just turn? Just turn just a little bit, bro. I don't know why his range is that good. Oh my gosh, bro. Wait, I think I fixed it. Boom. I found an AFK moment, and I got to put them like right by each other. That was like beautiful. All right, well, we did kill the Anard pretty quick right there. You guys probably didn't even see it, but we did kill the Anard very fast. I think I'm just gonna do the OG upgrade method. I'm gonna be honest here, because it takes me way too long to do it on the little unit manager thing, because I feel like you have to click it so many more times, unless, you know, well, you know, against rather just upgrading them regularly. Like, I'm pretty sure me upgrading them regularly was not hard for me to do at all. Okay, so yeah, I do think I just maxed all these guys out over here. Now let me go over here. This one's gonna be a little bit harder because they are a little bit bunched up with each other. I will go to the unit manager after this though and make sure that they're all maxed out, because that's obviously gonna be a really good idea on our part. I'm pretty sure all of them should be maxed out now, so let's go check. Yeah, I mean, all looks, yep. They are all maxed out to me. All right, we do have 39 down, and since I'm kind of OCD, let's end up getting 40 down, and boom, we have 40 Wraith Freddies down right now. About a 12 million HP boss dying that slow? That's slow. I mean, comparing this to Valkyrie Chica, which actually is a pretty, you know, crazy comparison. I don't even know why I just freaking said that, because Valkyrie Chica is literally the #1 DPS unit in the game right now, and we placed 40 to 50 of her and did kill the last boss. But this is a, you know, evolved secret that just got, you know, a little buffed, a little, you know, nerfed, but still, I mean, technically some of the nerf doesn't even count for us. The cooldown part, sure. However, I would say the placement part, you know, that one does not matter. It does not matter if we could place 2 of them now, because we have 40 of them down as we freaking speak. So really doesn't matter on that part. But let me see just real quick. I should be able to place a few more of them, and by a few more, I mean probably, you know, just casually, of course, maybe another like 100 of them, you know, not anything too big of a deal, you know, it'll be completely fine, guys, trust me. All right, let me get some ones right here. Let's get multiple right there. Again, guys, I don't want to make it too laggy, but right now it doesn't seem like it's too much. If it does get too much, I'll probably just sell a few, but I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's really not seeming that bad right now. I'm gonna be completely fair here. It does not seem like we're getting like that much lag right now, which obviously is a good thing for us, because we don't want to be getting like a crap ton of lag all the time, because it just gets like really unsatisfying at some point. We do have 57 of them down now, and now I think we'll probably end up getting this side a little bit more full, so we'll probably just start placing them wherever we can over here. Once again, guys, it's probably going to be really hard for the ones that we're placing right now to even be able to hit on that side. So again, it's not really going to fully matter, but I do just kind of want them to like overlap around the boosters, because it looks super freaking cool, and I did it on the other side, so I want to do it on this side. I mean, these look pretty similar. I have them in like decently similar spots, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. This right here looks good. Okay, yes. So now let's do a little bit of this. Let's just start maxing out all of these freaking people over here, because as you guys can tell, they're gonna obviously need to be maxed out, because they're not really hitting on that other side whenever we really need them to be hitting on the other side. I do have to zoom out really awkwardly to even upgrade these things right here. Okay, I think I did do it though. Let me check the unit manager once again. Let me use the scroll wheel on it this time to maybe just see if I see any green. Do I see any green? No, I don't see any green. All right, we have 73 down. Okay, our goal right now would definitely be to get 80, but I feel like I should fill up this whole entire side over here first instead of filling up that side, because they're not going to have as much range, and we are more worried about the bosses. Oh my god, we're on wave 160. Oh, we better get with it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm hoping that we'll be able to kill this next boss. I have no idea if we're going to be able to. It's going to start getting laggy, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm quite literally breaking the game and doing something that literally no one else has done yet. So that's you know, that's always cool. Okay, 97 million HP. We have about, you know, I would say 50 or no, maybe like 70 plus of them max out. And this is how fast we're killing the boss. You know, pretty good, could be better. All right, pretty good, but could be better. All right, we need to hurry up and get these guys maxed out. I'm gonna be completely honest here. This is just taking way too long. We should be able to get one right there. Okay, yes, we are able to. So we got like another 3 rows of them down right here. Let me just start spam upgrading. Again, guys, a few of them we're probably just gonna end up missing, and there's not gonna be much that we can do about it, because I just don't know what else to do at this freaking point. But I'm gonna try and max all of them out as much as I can. Let me just kind of click on these guys over here. Let's click on that guy. Boom. All right, we are actually landing all of them. I'm surprised I'm even able to click on them, to be honest. I think I just have to stand right over them and it works. Okay, that should be good. I think we maxed all of them out. I have no idea if we did. We probably missed. Yep, there it is. We did end up missing one of them. All right, we should be good. All right, this is the circus, baby. 150 million HP versus, oh wow, we have 100 down exactly versus 100 maxed out Wraith Freddy's, Shiny Vengeance, and fully freaking boosted. Wow, 70 million HP still making it through. Wow, she still made it through. We have 100 of these dudes down. Okay, this is actually like not okay. There's no way I've spent this much time getting 100 of these dudes down to lose. I refuse to lose to this last boss. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna keep it honest here, guys. I don't know how fast we're gonna be able to get these guys down because it is taking a pretty long time. We are nearing the next wave. Actually, I just remembered something. Pause wave. Oh my gosh, I can pause the freaking waves. Wait, so we don't even have to face the boss yet. We can also go AFK right now, which no joke, guys, is going to allow us to be able to actually have some room to get these guys down. So let me see how far my boosters are reaching. Yeah, my boosters are reaching over the whole entire map, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they are. Okay, let's just start getting a bunch over here by this boss because we want the range to be there. All right, we really do want the range to be there. So let me kind of just start lining them up over here. I'm gonna say let's try and get at least 150 of these dudes down, because once again, if we're not able to get 150 of these guys down at least, I would say we're probably gonna end up losing. And I'm just being completely honest here. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to you guys. I do not want to lose, okay? And if we have to place 150 of these guys down to not lose, then I'm gonna place 150 of these guys freaking down. So let's do this. Let's probably get one like in the middle right there. That should be good. And then let's just do that. Okay, so we have 147. Let's try and get 3 right here. I want to make sure that these guys over here are reaching the exit though, which I'm pretty sure they are going to. Yes, they are. All right, now let me just click on all of these guys right here. Let me just get in the middle, actually. This will make it a lot easier for us. All right, boom, just get in the middle. Just start spamming our freaking E key right now as fast as we freaking can. I do wish that there was a button on the admin panel where we could upgrade all, but I mean, we're still getting like a really good amount, so I'm not going to sit here and complain, to be honest. All right, we're doing pretty good so far. These guys are almost completely maxed out. We literally need like one more. Okay, I think we're chilling. Let me scroll through the rest of these just real quick. I'm pretty sure we have every single one of them. Actually, nope, we missed one right there. As you guys can see, that's why you always pay attention. Okay, yep, and we have every single one maxed out. So we have exactly 150 of these dudes down. They are all being completely max boosted. We have so many more on that side than we do on this side. So let's unpause the wave. We now have about 5 more waves. Let me just start clearing enemies on like all these waves. I'm not gonna do it for every wave. I'll probably go all the way up until like wave 78, 179, because again, as you guys can see in the background, the animations are starting to really lag my game. So we need to just make it to wave 179 and call it a day. All right, we're now on wave 179, and yeah, it's pretty freaking laggy, I'm gonna be honest. Not as much lag as I thought though, okay? But we have 150 Shiny Vengeance maxed out stats, fully boosted Wraith Freddy's that has been buffed and a little nerfed against the last and final boss, 230 million HP. Wow, we only did about 100 million. We only did 100 freaking million on the very last boss, and we had 150 of them down, bro. That was absolutely insane. Okay, guys, so I really did enjoy making this video. I'm not gonna lie, this video was absolutely insane. Now, the Wraith Freddy unit did get buffed, but bro is still kind of eh. However, though, he did get nerfed a little bit too, so it does make sense. And you know what? I really probably wouldn't call it eh. I would just say it's probably a good like 8 out of 10. I mean, it's a 90,000 DPS, you know, AoE unit. It's still a really good unit in my opinion. But we literally got 150 down and still did not kill that boss. That was just absolutely insane. But anyways, guys, make sure to join my Discord server because we do giveaways on Five Nights TD every 2 days in there. And also make sure to like and subscribe so I can feed my family. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.